Hey, happy Thursday, Decatur Township. It's time for another Coach's Corner. It is November 14th. I'm your host, Jason Schanzel. With me, as always, our great coach, Kyle Enright. How are you today, Coach?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
Good.
Excited to be here for another week.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you, and what a week last week was, huh? Went to the game. It was kind of odd. I sat on the Plainfield side for the first half. I have some friends, obviously, over there, and so moved on over to our side in the second half, and I can tell you it was pretty somber over there.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably a sad scene to be over there in the first half.
I tell you what, I mean, barring the Martinsville game, that's about as good a start as I can think of us having in quite a while. I mean, we just put it to them real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that was one of the keys to the game, is get off to a fast start. I think they hoped they could win, whereas we believed we could win.
Yeah.
And when you take away that hope early, then it's back to, oh, man, they're really good. So, really proud of our kids for the way they started. Offensively, first drive of the game, went down the field and scored, hit a lot of different guys. Got a lot of guys involved, and Dodo capped it off with a 30-yard run. And then, their first play from scrimmage, Starnes breaks one, and Kaz runs him down and pokes it out and then gets on the ball. So that turnover on their first play, and then ultimately us scoring again to go up 2 scores in the first 5 minutes of the game, I think was huge. Big turning
massive.
point.
Couldn't agree more. Well, and even one of those scores, it looked like we had a broken extra point, and it still worked out in our favor.
Yeah, and it wasn't broken. That was a design fake.
Oh, nice.
Design
Excellent.
fake.
See, you guys can get the inside dope here from Coach on the Coach's Corner.
We really felt like that if Colton Ison, our tight end on extra point, ran directly at number 2 and ran a corner out, because they only had one guy back there, that Michael would be wide open. Well, they didn't cover Colton, and they covered Michael. But he threw it to Michael anyway, and Michael broke a tackle. So Colton was standing in the back of the end zone wide open, but we hadn't really worked on that scenario. So he did what he was coached and threw it to Michael, and Michael makes plays. Got in the end zone and went up 15-0 instead of 14-0. But it just shows you, I mean, Ashton's a great athlete, so we can use him in a lot of different ways. Obviously, we don't want him to be our quarterback, but he can throw the ball.
But
he can run. He can do all those things. So, but yeah, it was a great start. Coach Kennett does a great job. Had that fake in for the guys, and kids get excited about that kind of thing. And it's good to steal 2 points when they expect you to get 1. And we've been pretty successful at that all year, and doing it at the right time, and not in a time where it's crucial, but to go up 15 rather than 14, I think is a good time to do it. So. Great start to the game.
I think what's interesting to me is that first touchdown we scored was just blue-collar lunch pail. Yeah. We just put it on them.
We had a third down there. Carson made a big catch on third down, and Bo made a great throw stepping up in the pocket towards our sideline. Rel on the first play of the game caught we thought it would be a home run ball. Their corner was playing kind of quarters and saw it and got over and made a great play on the ball, but Rel still caught it while getting hit. So it ended up being a 20 or 25-yard gain rather than a touchdown. But you're right. It was just a methodical drive. Everybody got involved.
The second one was off the turnover.
Yep.
And was it the first play after the turnover? Or maybe the second?
The second or third play.
And it just Kaz got lost in a pile, and you just kind of saw him put his shoulder in the pile, and as it moved and rotated, he just here's my opportunity.
Squirted out of there.
Wham.
Yeah.
And
he just
my
keeps
goodness,
his feet churning.
man.
Keeps his feet churning. The guys were driving. And there's a big scrum, and then all of a sudden he breaks out of the scrum.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was. And he's so fast. It's just he shifted down at about the 10-yard line. You know, I mean, golly.
Yeah, it's funny on film. It looks like there's 20 guys that are running, and then one guy's in fast forward.
Yeah, no doubt. Remarkable.
We were blessed with a great start. Kids were locked in from opening kickoff. Great focus all week. So just couldn't be more proud of a group of kids. It's difficult to beat a team as bad as we did the first time, to not be complacent and to not be overconfident.
Yeah, sure.
Going over there
we got this.
Yeah. And not only that, but then to be locked in for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
So you go up again, it's easy to say, see, I told you, we're better than them. But they were locked in all game long. Nobody too high, nobody too low. And to get a running clock on a team in the sectional championship that
only has 1 loss on the year,
which was to us, is difficult. So great all-around game. Probably the best game we've played all around the entire season.
Yeah.
standouts. I mean, Bo played really well,
Yep.
ran the ball hard, had a
Agree.
rushing touchdown, and we, it's football. The best kind of football is where you're playing 11 on 11, which means the quarterback's not handing it off and you're playing 10 on 11. Quarterback's got to be able to run these days. All good teams, good offenses have quarterbacks that can move. So he knows that, and I thought he played extremely smart and hard in our QB run game. So that was a big key. And Dodo looks a week better.
I've got 5 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, bud.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, he went through that ankle issue where he worked with Miss Nicole for 3 weeks and was out on the practice field, and you could just see it increase from 80% to 85 to 90.
He just looks so comfortable.
Yeah, he does. He's a 1,500-yard rusher as a junior. He's tough. He's smart. He's durable. He blocks well. He catches well. He does all the things.
Yeah.
He just needed to get healthy, and once he did, it makes our offense that much better.
Yeah, as I say, it changes a lot having another guy like that.
Yeah, and and then outside, Carson continues to be a rock for us and makes all the tough third down catches and blocks his butt off. And then Rel's a guy that we can motion into the backfield and hand the ball to at times and throw the ball to. And they're going to take away number 7. I mean, they dedicated 3.5 to 4 guys over our 2 receivers to Kaz's side all night. I'm sure they worked on our bubble game, our crawfish that we threw out to Kaz 20 times the game before, threw it 0 times because they took that away. And we're going to take what the defense gives us. We're not going to force a round peg into a square hole. We're going to take what they give us. So they didn't give us that crawfish option like they did before. We call it crawfish. So we did something else. And again, the focus for us is to try and get all our guys involved in the way that the defense is allowing us for them to get involved. And I thought, for the most part, we did a good job. But none of that matters if you don't play great up front. And our 5 guys up front, man, just continue to be tough, selfless, and just kind of silent assassins that nothing flashy about them. They just all get their job done. Yeah. So couldn't be more proud of those 5. And Coach Sherritt and Coach Hoskins do a great job with them. But we rushed for 250 and threw for 100. 4 touchdowns and a couple field goals, and so great job offensively, I thought.
Well, we talk about this, and just it doesn't take a football person to see this, but as the game went on and kept going on and kept going on, we talk about our O-line just kept getting better and better and stronger and stronger and stronger, and they just started to just fade away.
100% toughness and Lane trained. Yep. So Coach Lane is a key cog in all this.
For sure.
We talk about it all the time. When you're involved with it all the time, I don't think our kids understand how good they have it with Coach Lane. And again, it takes his leadership and his expertise and his expectations of them, and then they have to follow through with it, and they do. They work as hard as any team we've ever had. In the strength and conditioning aspect of it, and the dynamic movements and the power that they have that Coach Lane preaches is just, you're right. At the end of the game, 3rd and 4th quarter, we were dominating, and it was apparent we were in better condition, we were stronger, more physical than Plainfield, and that was awesome to see.
Well, and I feel like the same goes for the other side of the football, man. On defense, we didn't give them anything hardly at all.
And I think the difference is we played 9 guys on the defensive line. So our 5 offensive linemen wore them down, and it was the same 5 offensive linemen all game. Whereas on defense, Coach Staten and Coach Abbs roll a bunch of dudes in there, and we've gotten a lot of mileage out of some guys that maybe early in the year weren't playing as much. But Jordan Shanks and Elijah Johnson had great games, along with Bobby Eastis, to go along with Maurice Carter, Caden Cole, Tyler Cooper.
Agreed.
The list goes on. So there's a ton of guys in there that at the end of the game, you're putting in fresh guys against their 5 linemen that have played all game, and we kind of won that battle. So
or if you pick your top 3 or 4 guys, I mean, they've played half the snaps that the other team's kids have.
Yeah, so it's huge. It's been huge for us. Just really proud of the defensive line and their continued improvement on the season. You can tell, like, some position groups, you just tell, man, they've gotten better all year long.
For sure, and that's
one of those,
glaring. So. That's one of them for sure.
Pretty cool. So.
Well, and such a watch by it, as I always say, I mean, what a game. Ashton Vogel, again, just automatic.
44-yarder, 38-yarder, 2 or 3 touchbacks.
Yep. Extra points were
good.
Beautiful.
Had a field goal punt that went for 55 yards.
Yeah.
So kicked it from the 30 and went right down coffin corner. Starnes missed it. It rolled to the 1. Perfect. Beautiful.
Here's what's crazy, too, is they took a timeout when you guys set up for that.
Yeah.
It kind of freaked them out.
They did. But we thought, okay, they took a timeout because maybe they're going to try to put 2 returners back or do something different. And then they just lined up the same as they did and then proceeded to miss the ball and then let it roll to the 1. So wasted the timeout, which is good for the Hawks. And then Ashton, man, I just love how on that field goal punt that he can place the ball where he wants to put it.
Yeah.
And it's tough to catch because you got a lot of ground to cover as the returner.
Yeah.
So, continue to utilize the weapons that we have, but Ashton does a great job. And again, Alec and Bonnie, great snapper and holder. Then the protection's been really solid.
Agreed.
As well,
so. Yeah. Couldn't be more prouder of how we're playing like on all 3 facets. I mean, we really are. I hear Don Fisher talk about IU. We're playing complementary football, and that's exactly what we're doing here at Decatur Central. I feel the same.
No doubt. Each phase feeding off the other phase. Yep. Limited penalties this week. I think Plainfield had more penalties than we did. So just really proud of our kids' discipline, toughness, focus. Just played smart, and kind of took over the game early and just like a mature team just kind of stepped on their throat. So.
Yep. Yeah, and never let up.
Yep.
So,
never let up.
All right, Coach. Well, we got 4 guys coming in. We're going to play this really heated game called Heads Up. It's going to be really intense.
Awesome.
So we're gonna spend some time with these guys and get a little gamesmanship going, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about our next opponent, East Central.
Nice. Sounds good.
So we'll be right back. All right, folks, it is time for our athlete segment. We got a couple of return customers this week, a whole slew of guys. Just to my outside left here, number 9, Brycen Bonawitt. Brycen, glad to have you back, man. How are things?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. To my left, number 7, Kasmir Hicks, the speed burner. Mr. Kasmir, how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Good. To my right here, number 56, Al Surber. Alec, glad to have you back, man. How are things for you?
Great to be here, man. It's awesome.
Good. He's our only hog in this group, so we got to treat him a little differently, right?
Special.
And then on the outside, guys, you've been killing up the stat sheets. I mean, what do you got? 5 touchdowns in the last 2 games now? Something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Napo Dodo. If you guys want to see somebody take it to the house, this is your guy right here. Number 11. So glad to have you guys all this morning. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to play a game of Heads Up. So it's kind of goofy the way it's set up, but this is how you have to do it for the game. So Napo is going to be with Brycen. They're our resident seniors, our big men on campus. And then I've got Surber is going to be with Mr. Hicks. They're a team, so they're going to be working across the table.
Team.
Oh, the winning team's already slinging mud here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we will get started. We'll have Bonnie and Dodo go first. And so what was the first topic that you guys?
Football.
Football is what we're going to pick, which makes perfect sense, right?
1, 2, 3,
4. 4 down.
Like like how many things you gain?
Yards.
Yeah.
There you
go. Going in front of the line without it.
Offsides.
Yep. The side with the most people on it on defense. Never mind. Skip. What? Skip.
Hey, come on, like in
NFL, like when they pick people.
when they draft.
Yeah.
Quarterback. Throw. What? Flag.
No, pass, bro.
Pass?
Yeah. What? Troy Van Jigglehorse.
Long snapper.
Yep. Yes, sir. Ohio
State. Buckeyes.
No.
Cleveland.
Like 3, right?
Dude.
I got 4.
4?
Four.
Dude, I had the
Very
hardest
lofty.
ones right there, bro.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
dude.
admit
You don't know
some
who
were tough.
Emmitt Smith is?
Some were tough.
He did terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
The people,
That was
the
all.
side with the more defense. You said
That's the
strong side.
side.
You could have said what side he plays
I
on.
don't know where
He plays on the
The
strong
opposite
side.
and weak side.
All right, let's go,
I could've
Cash.
started.
So here
Okay,
we
it's
go.
okay. We can.
We're going to have Kaz and Serb for their round here. Getting ready.
Pass.
You don't know T.O.
Pass. He's the coach for Colorado.
Deion Sanders.
Yep.
Here you
Enright is a
Head coach. Coach.
Yeah. Refs throw.
Flag.
Yep. Skip. Vogel does this a lot on
Kicker.
4th down.
Field goal. Kick. Punt.
Yep. Running backs, when they run, they're getting
Yards.
something yards.
First down yards.
Something yards.
I don't
On
know.
their
I
pass.
don't know.
Pass.
go. Guys, say he doesn't know.
Pass. Pass. Pass again. This right here.
Catch. Or receive. Bro.
I don't think I was doing it either.
4.
You guys got
We got 4. Dude, we
5.
started off hot.
Whoosh. All right.
Dude, some of them were like,
So the next round
Should be
should be Dodo's turn. All right. So the next round, what did you guys decide on?
It's
it
still
was
football.
rushing.
Still
I was trying to
football,
tell you,
right?
rushing yards.
So we're going to do another round of football here.
All right, come on, like it. Coaches always have this.
Whistle.
Yep. Team in Indiana.
IU?
Green, gold.
No, Notre Dame.
Yep. Michigan's rivals.
Ohio State.
Yeah. They've won the Natty, or they've been to the Natty like the
Alabama.
past 3 years. Nope. Other team.
Michigan.
No.
Never mind. Skip that.
Oh my God. Tom Brady played on this team like his last 2 years. Baker May. Are you serious?
I don't know this.
Not the ACC. What conference Michigan's in?
Big Ten.
Yeah. Tom Brady's tight end on the Patriots. Are we serious? Aaron Rodgers played for this team when he was good.
Green Bay.
Yeah. What happens at the very start? The center what?
Snaps.
Yep. Oh no, he got that. No, he got that one. He got that one.
Yeah, he got it.
5.
So 6.
Wait, I didn't get. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6.
Oh, that was way better.
Dude,
I
how
don't
did
know-
you
I
not
don't
know
know who's
Georgia?
tight end.
Georgia?
Oh, I should
I would have.
I don't know who's
Should've
Tom
been
Brady's
throwing out
tight
like
end.
Stetson Bennett.
What I do when you score when you dance?
Oh, you just
said
said
that.
All right, skip
that.
pass.
Yeah.
Pass. Skip. Joe Burrow played for this team in college. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Odell.
LSU.
Yep. Ooh, the NFL team. Pass it. I don't know anybody play that.
You're
Pass.
It's true. Nobody else does either.
What people are in the stands when they come to our game? What are they?
Fans.
Yep. What do we play?
Football.
Yep. One of the best quarterbacks of all time. I think he played on the Packers. One of the best, like
cooked.
old school.
We gotta go.
Pass. Pass. What do you gotta get into?
Stance.
Nah.
3-point stance.
What do you gotta get into? Like when you, I don't know.
What?
That was tough.
That was
Nice.
You said you.
Cancelled.
Ouch. 3.
Oh, the.
yeah. I
Went
ain't know
down.
how else to say that.
All right, come on, Dodo.
And this last round to tie.
Watch. Miss Enright's favorite singer.
Taylor Swift.
Yep. When the time goes back an hour.
Daylight saving.
Yep.
Oh.
Nice.
Skip.
Yeah.
Skip. What we play.
Football.
Yep. What's her name? Donald Trump and the girl. Donald Trump and the girl when you go vote.
Kamala.
No.
When you go vote. Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Skip. Streamer.
Kasmir.
Yeah.
Nice.
Skip.
Oh.
The dude that sings the country music and everybody
Morgan
likes-
Wallen.
Yep. Ooh, that was nice. Next. Skip. Skip. When you go and blank for the election.
Vote.
Yep. Michael Campbell. His
LeBron
favorite-
James.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I don't even care. We just won already.
That's tough. What is
Yo.
that? 7 or 8?
That was 8.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey,
That was nice.
Gabe recognizes the game. That was,
And he's already conceded.
no.
He
That
conceded the game.
was a good round.
All right, good luck.
By
This is
them.
just walking through the motion here.
The hat.
Cowboy.
Yep. Basketball player, played for the Heat.
Wait.
Yep. Music, he went up against. Never mind. Skip that. Yeah. Skip. Taylor Swift's boyfriend played for the Chiefs.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
No.
I mean, Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the other.
Skip. Skip. He's a Spider-Man. Newer. Skip. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Skip. Trump and Harris when they go against each other.
Election.
Yep. Skip. We already had that one. Streamer.
Kai.
Yep.
Kai's not.
It's gonna be like the
When you
exact
go to
same
the
play.
election, you do what?
Vote.
Yep.
Exact same.
Last Venom movie.
Oh,
Oh
no.
wait, I told him my bad. That's not
Oh.
bad.
How many was that? Was it like 6?
6.
That's not bad.
Whoosh. So I think it's pretty obvious who the winner is, eh?
Yeah.
So with 18 points, I did it the opposite. Bonnie and Dodo are your winners. Kaz and Serb, you guys had 13, so you got trumped by 5.
Nice.
Yeesh. So that pretty much covers the rest of it. So we typically ask you guys each week, so what's the key to victory against East Central? So we'll ask that. What's the key to our next opponent, East Central? What do you think, Bonnie?
I think we gotta really match their physicality. They're a really physical team. So are we. But we really gotta bring the physicality Friday night.
What do you think, Kaz?
I agree with him. Like, we got to out physical them, and then they can't match our speed, so we got to spread them out.
Their athletic group versus our athletic group, we just got to dominate them overall. That's what.
Dodo, you gonna make it a consensus agreement here? Is this,
Yeah, I'll
is that
say
the
what
key,
they
you
said as
think?
well, but then also just staying humble and making sure not to play down to our level. So
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, so fast and physical. Use our athleticism. I think that's a pretty good plan, guys. Again, it doesn't get any easier. East Central, 2-time defending 4A state champion. So, but they're playing in 5A now, so they're about to see a new level. So, good luck this week, guys, and hopefully we can move on and do this one more time.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
guys. Good luck, and we'll be right back with Coach Enright. All right, folks, we are back with Coach Enright. We're going to talk about the East Central Trojans, Coach. They're coming from a long way, almost to Cincinnati and St. Leon, Indiana.
Yeah, I think everybody's probably passed East Central High School, whether
Sure.
they knew they did or not, on the way back or to Cincinnati. You can see their high school right off to the right. Stopped by there on the way back from Cincinnati this summer just to check it out in case we played there. But luckily we're at home and we don't have to make that long trip like they do. But great program. They've won 2 4A state championships in a row. That means they've won, at least 10 playoff games in a row over the last 2 years. And so they're moving up to 5A because of success, and they're used to winning.
Yeah.
So they've got a great program with some great players. So it'll be a challenge for us for sure. I kind of compare their program and their team to New Pal. If I had any program to compare them to that maybe our fans are more used to. So just a solid program that is used to winning and is going to come over here and give us a fight. So.
Yeah, and they're usually really big up front. They usually have a stud running back. So
Check.
I was going
They
to
have
say,
both of
I'm
those.
sure
Yep.
they are still in that mode. They just beat a common foe in Franklin last week. I will say it does look good for us because they didn't beat them as bad as we beat them. But I can guarantee you it's going to be a heck of a football game.
Yeah, Franklin played really well,
Yeah.
especially defensively against them, which they have some guys that are stout up front. Franklin does, and
Yeah.
kind of East Central wore them down in the second half, and with their big kids and physicality. So, yeah, man, they're good. Excited to play.
Yep.
Trophy on the line, regional. You know, it's going to be a great night at home.
Yep.
Blue and gold night, and playing for another trophy. So
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., DeVere Fair Stadium.
7:30.
7:30.
We're back
Excuse
a
me,
half
that
an
is
hour
correct.
to
Yes.
let these gentlemen
Yep.
travel.
So that is a scheduling thing, folks. 7:30 p.m., not the usual 7. But if you plan on being here at 7, you'll be good.
Yeah,
Still.
absolutely. Come on out, support the boys. They'd love to have you there and cheering them on. And
I guarantee
we're
you'll
excited.
get your money's worth.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night.
All right, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night. Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Go Hawks.
All right, go Hawks.